Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Fitz TV here, aka GLauren33. I'm back here with another video on the channel for you guys today. And today we have full spoilers for Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 87. Not only do we have a summary, we also have spoiler images, and this is a very, very crazy chapter. This is, in fact, the final chapter of the Granolah the Survivor arc. Everything does wrap up in this chapter, so we will be starting a new one. Like I said, a lot of craziness. So since we have both the summary and we have spoiler images over here, which we'll get into in a little bit, this is gonna be a little bit longer of a spoiler video, so I don't have to make multiple videos later on. But you know, quick programming note. Manga chapter 87 will be dropping later this week. I believe it's set to drop on Friday. So as always, I'll be here with a full review / reaction like we do every single month. And another thing is I have tons of manga videos planned, like tons of manga videos coming out. So the next couple weeks and months expect to be spammed with a lot of Dragon Ball Super content on the channel. And I just want to let you guys know that there will be no Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 88 next month. The manga will be on break in September. So there will be no manga chapter. The next manga chapter will be in October. To be honest, I don't remember the last time the manga took a month off, right? I really can't. I don't know if maybe the last time they did that was like the Tournament of Power or the Goku Black arc. I don't even know. But it's been a while since Toradora has taken a month off. But the explanation for this is that he's going to be starting a new arc soon. So he'll be taking the next month to prepare things for the next arc, right? So I don't know if manga chapter 88, when it comes out in October, I don't know if it'll be a little bit longer since we're not going to get a chapter next month. That would make sense, but it's Toradора's manga, so we'll see. But a new arc will be beginning in October officially for the manga, and I don't know what it's gonna look like, but based off what happened in this chapter, I would not be surprised if we're setting things up for like another war arc or like a Tournament of Power arc or something like that. You know, I feel like another big arc is on the way. With everything that's been happening with Dragon Ball, like with what's happening with Superhero and then everybody getting new forms, I feel like, you know, we could be seeing a big arc coming soon. But that's just my opinion. I have no idea what's planned for the next arc. But we'll find that out in the coming weeks before October. So anyway, yeah, and I'm willing to bet they'll announce the next arc before chapter 88 drops in October anyway, so I feel like we just really have to be patient. So, well, I'm gonna get into the summary here, and then we'll get into the spoiler images, right? So the summary is a little bit longer, so we'll read through the summary, and then we'll have the images to basically highlight what the summary tells us. And we do have a lot of spoiler images. We have a very, very good amount of this chapter. Not the entire chapter, but you can figure out what's going on based on how many spoiler images we got, and a lot happens. So chapter 87, the greatest warrior is revealed. So the chapter begins, and like I said, I didn't do an early draft page video this month, unfortunately. So, and that's weird because I always do an early draft page video, but I didn't do one this month because I was dealing with some other stuff this weekend. So anyway, the chapter begins with Goku and Vegeta promising each other to train even harder to beat each other in the race. So the Goku and Vegeta rivalry never ends, right? And remember, Goku and Vegeta almost every arc have to end up teaming up with one another to defeat the enemy they're facing. So, you know, to them, they want to win with their own power. They don't want to have to always either team up, like go 2-on-1 or fuse. Like they rather win with their own power. So of course, Goku and Vegeta are gonna always continue training. That's never gonna end. That's Dragon Ball for you in a nutshell. They notice Granolah fall on the ground due to the after effects from the attack he used to defeat Gas. Granolah explains to Goku and Vegeta that he exchanged his lifespan in order to get that power, and he thinks the attack from earlier has shortened it even more. So Granolah finally, explains to them that he used the Dragon Balls to get this power, right? And that he exchanged his lifespan to become the greatest warrior in the universe for however long he was, right? Because we know that Gas surpassed him, and then Gas gets surpassed again in this chapter, which we'll show you guys in a little bit. So Granolah, basically, remember, Granolah only had about 3 years left on his lifespan before, and a little bit of a note, it doesn't mention anywhere in this chapter that that Granolah used the Dragon Balls to restore his lifespan. It's an easy retcon. They can always fix that if they want to keep Granolah alive, right? But yeah, so but as of right now, Granolah still only has 3 years left to live, because of the wish. Monito then comes running to heal Granolah. I forgot to say, Goku comments that you really went that far. In terms of getting the power. You exchange most of your life just to become more powerful, right? And then Vegeta asks if Gas did the same thing, and Granolah says probably, but I'm not 100% sure. And Granolah also says, I'm not sure how much Gas's lifespan had been shortened. So Monito comes running to heal Granolah. As he was about to do that, he realizes that he can now heal someone to their full strength. It's because of the many times he healed Granolah and the others that his healing abilities have improved. He then heals everyone back to their full strength. So we talked about this, I believe, last chapter, right? Monito's healing abilities have become a lot stronger, right? He's able to heal people to a more full extent, right? He's been able to heal people more and more and restore more of their power every time he's healed them. Because remember, at the beginning of the arc, he was only able to heal people only a little bit. By the end of the arc, he can fully heal someone completely back to full power, like Dende did on Namek. So it's explained to us that Monito's magic has improved as the battle has gone on. The more times he's had to heal Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah, the more his magic has improved. So that, at least we got that explained. Meanwhile, Elec is frustrated that all his plans have flopped. He says he shouldn't have trusted the Dragon Balls, and then he prepares to flee from the planet. Vegeta notices that Elec is escaping alone. Goku asks Elec if he's forgetting about his siblings, to which Elec replies that he's done with them. So there you have it. Elec never really cared about his siblings. He more was just using them as pawns, right? He was more just using them as pawns to further his own agenda. Now that Gas is on the verge of death, and Maki and Oil aren't fighters or anything, Alex has no care for them. He's like, fuck my family, fuck my siblings, just go die. You're like, screw you. So there you go. Elec, evil to the end. So suddenly a beam hits Monito from behind, and everyone is shocked. And you would think that this is Frieza, right? Because it looks like a death beam, but it's not. It's actually Gas, right? And we'll get into more of the spoiler images in just a little bit. But here's one of them, and this is it. Gas is in midair, so Gas is still alive. But he looks even more older than he did before. If you thought Gas looked creepy last chapter, look at Gas now. He's, gotten more powerful by exchanging his lifespan even more. But basically, Gas has aged to the point where you can see his skeleton now, right? So his body is now legitimately decomposing. That's how much of his life he's actually traded it, which is absolutely disgusting. You got to give credit to Toritaro here on the art, right? Because the art is beautiful. The detail here on Gas is amazing, but it's also disgusting and cringy. I don't know. When the anime adapts this arc, I don't know if how much they're gonna have to censor some of this stuff, because in the manga, of course, you can be as gruesome as you want. I don't know if you can do that in the anime, because it's like a Japanese cartoon. So I don't know if they're gonna be allowed to be this gruesome in the anime, but still. It's crazy. Basically Gas's age to the point where you can see his skeleton, which is disgusting. So, um, where are we? So yeah, they turn around to see that it came from an even older Gas in midair. Gas now looks way older than before. He's so old that his skeleton is visible. Granolah runs to Monito for his aid, while Goku and Vegeta transform in the True Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ito respectfully to go after Gas. So, the battle is not over yet, right? Yeah, right. It almost kind of restarts in a way. But Goku and Vegeta now at full power and Gas, even more powerful than he was before because he exchanged his life force. So Goku is using True Ultra Instinct, right? That is the name for Goku's emotional Ultra Instinct state. It's not Ultra Instinct Omen. It's more True Ultra Instinct because Goku can use his emotions with this form. Remember, silver hair is more powerful, but Goku's heart has to be in the right place to use silver hair effectively, which he hasn't been able to do. That's why he's leading more on True Ultra Instinct in this arc. So anyway, True Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta go after Gas. Gas smashes their heads together using telekinesis. Goku and Vegeta get themselves together and prepare for a Kamehameha and a Gallic gun. But Gas hits them with a huge ki blast followed by kicks, so Gas's left cheek completely wears off, and his left skull becomes more prominent. So his body is decomposing the more damage he takes. So Goku comments that Gas threw himself into the energy wave he emitted to land kicks on them. That basically means Gas doesn't care about damaging his own body anymore, right? So Gas just doesn't care anymore. All he cares about is the power that he's getting, right? And his body basically burning like fuel. So Gas does not care if his body just wrecks himself, Vegeta notes that it's like they're not fighting a living person now. And it's kind of true because Gas's body is decomposing, really. He's exchanging the decomposition of his body for pure power at this stage. So Granolah is on the side. He's crying because Monito is on the verge of death. Granolah says he can't let him die on him now. You remember, Monito's the only family that Granolah has, left. But there's really nothing Granolah can do at this point to save him. Monito says that his life already ended 40 years ago. His only purpose after that was to raise Granolah to be a man. He thanks Granolah for all the good times he spent with him and closes his eyes. So it presumes, right, that Monito is dying, right? This is Monito's last moment. So going back to the battle, Goku in his true Ultra Instinct form, he breaks Gas's left arm with a kick, but it doesn't bother Gas a bit. He counters with a punch from his left arm, which sends Goku flying. Gas's left arm bone is now visible. All right. So Gas's body continues to fall apart, but it doesn't seem to have any impact on him whatsoever. Goku is shocked to see him move with that broken arm. Vegeta comments that being the greatest in the universe is nothing but a curse, right? And I it makes sense for Goku and Vegeta to say this because they've trained for every little bit of power they've had, right? They don't cheat with the Dragon Balls. They train every single day to gain their power. Granolah and Gas, these guys use the Dragon Balls, and now this is the consequences, right? The consequences of wishing for power always comes back to bite you. And that is Gas is a 100% reflection of that throughout this arc. So Elec, who had just said a couple minutes ago, early in the chapter, that he doesn't care about his siblings anymore, right? They're about to die anyway. Elec all of a sudden turns the table, and Elec is surprised to see Gas, and he laughs and says, "Until your last breath, you are the greatest war in the universe. Now kill them, kill them." So all of a sudden, Elec, who had just basically cursed the Dragon Balls, right? Because he thought the Dragon Balls had failed him, now is all of a sudden happy to see Gas back again. So, Elec's just, happy that he gets to further his agenda a little bit more. Kill them, kill them. So Mackie and Oil stand in the way and suggest Elec to stop Gas, and to flee from the planet together and try winning next time. So Mackie and Oil, right? Remember, we've talked about this. Mackie and Oil, they aren't that evil. They're not as evil as Elec, right? So Mac and Oil are trying to be like a voice of reason. They're like, isn't it better, just to stop gas and let's go home, let's reset, and then we could try this again another time. But Elec stops Mackie, which sends her flying, and Oil catches her. All right. Elec says, I told you there is no next time. Gas will soon run out of life. For him to become the greatest warrior in the universe, his life had to be cut short. So this confirms that basically the condition to make Gas the strongest in the universe was the same as Granola's condition, right? So Gas would have to trade in his lifespan to become the strongest in the universe. But Gas is shocked to hear this. Gas is very surprised to know he'll run out of life soon. So even with his body aging throughout the entire arc, right? Even to the point where his body's now decomposing right in front of him. He's a walking skeleton. He's a walking zombie at this point. He's surprised to finally figure out that he had to trade in his life to become that strong. Like it's kind of mind blowing that Gas had no idea that he was gonna die because of all this power he had gained. His body legit rotting in front of him wasn't enough for him to figure it out on his own, which is kind of funny. Oh man, so Elec calls Gas incompetent for wasting time looking at the river. He tells him to finish them quick before he appears, right? And so Elec's like, you're wasting time. You need to finish them now. Because Elec has an idea that someone else is on the way. And I think you guys all know who that certain someone is. So then, right at that moment, a figure drops on the ground. To everyone's surprise, it's Frieza. Frieza is on planet Cereal. Everybody is in shock but Elec. Elec has some different expressions here. So Elec isn't really surprised to see Frieza, but everybody else is. All right, but Frieza is finally here, right? We kind of predicted that he was going to appear in this chapter if you saw the early draft pages, but finally, Frieza's been name dropped throughout the entire chapter, so it's good to finally see him actually make an appearance. I know a lot of people would have been disappointed, and some people would have been pissed off to not see Frieza after he's been referenced throughout the entire arc. So, Frieza wastes no time. Frieza penetrates into Gas's stomach and kills him right away, right? So we see right as Frieza's killing Gas, Gas ages and turns into a skeleton in a second. Frieza smashes Gas's skull with his foot. Everyone is shocked. So I will show you guys those images in just a couple moments once we get through the rest of the summary, and they're pretty gruesome. There's, like I said, once the anime adapts this arc in a couple years, whenever they do that, I just don't know how much they're gonna have to censor some of this stuff for real, because this is some graphic ass stuff. This is probably some of the most graphic stuff we've ever seen in the Dragon Ball Super manga. It's brutal how Gas looks at the end and how Frieza kills him. So Frieza says, Mr. Elec, I heard you call me. Let me ask this again. What business do you have with me? And we see Elec is terrified. Elec is scared and says that he's got nothing. So my guess would probably be that Elec was planning to, the reason why Elec knew that Frieza was coming, my guess is that Elec called for Frieza, and the plan was originally for Gas to kill Frieza after killing Goku and the others. All right, I'm guessing that's what Elec's plan is, because remember, Elec kept saying, hey, hurry this up. You have more important stuff to do. So the Elec, Frieza was always the end game, because Elec wants to become the #1 organization in the universe, but to do that, he has to get past Frieza. So I'm guessing that was Elec's plan, right? For Gas to kill Frieza and become the #1 organization in the universe. But the tables have turned and the plan has failed mightily, especially now that Gas is dead. Goku and Vegeta wonder how Frieza killed Gas with one shot, right? Because remember, Gas is supposed to be the strongest in the universe, but Frieza disappeared and just took him out with one shot. So we do get an explanation for that in just a little bit. Frieza tells Elec there must be a good reason why Elec called him to a distant planet here. Elec tells him that he's sorry that he called him here for business negotiation. It's a misunderstanding. Frieza asks him if his plan was to have him killed by the hands of Gas. So now you're seeing everything come together, right? That's the reason why Elec wanted Gas to take care of the others so quickly. Frieza tells him that he's sorry as Gas is all dust now, thanks to him. He tells him that he knew about his plan 40 years ago, but kept quiet as Elec's troops were of no use to him, or were of use to him. He also tells him that nothing that happens in this universe stays hidden from him. He calls Elec the weakest among all heaters. So basically, Frieza just goes full savage mode. I love when Frieza goes savage mode, but Frieza basically says, I knew what you were cooking the whole time. I knew that you wanted Gas to kill me. I knew what you were trying to pull 40 years ago. Because remember, Elec was kind of working with Frieza that had the Saiyans take out the Cerealians, right? Because remember, Elec sold that planet to the Sugaralians. So, Frieza knew everything, basically. Frieza knew what Elec's plan was the entire time, but he never took him out just because, he was using his troops, So in business, he was just like, this is business, you know what I mean? I don't like you, but I'm going to use you because you're useful for my business. So that's why Frieza decided to keep Elec alive this whole time. Elec tries to punch Frieza, but of course we know Elec is no fighter, right? Frieza catches the punch and he kills Elec with a blast, right? So Frieza kills Elec and Gas just like that. So the Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah have spent close to the last 10 chapters trying to take out Gas and the heaters. And Frieza comes and he does it in a matter of just a couple pages. Fucking savage mode. Just pure savage. So Frieza then notices that Goku and Vegeta are on the planet as well. Both are in base form. Goku asks him how he could have defeated Gas so easily. Vegeta adds by saying that Gas had wished to become the greatest warrior in the universe, so he'd naturally be more powerful than Frieza, right? Because Gas was stronger than Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah. Well, Frieza gives us an answer. He says that this universe, I see. I was in another realm until now, so I may not have existed in this universe in the first place. So, there you go. So, Frieza was not he wasn't in Universe 7 for the duration of this arc. He was somewhere else, right? So, that could be big for the future. We know Frieza has some ties in other universes because of the Tournament of Power. Remember, I forget, I believe it was Universe 9, if I'm correct. Remember, before the Tournament of Power, one of the Frieza tries to become like the god of destruction of Universe 9. So who knows? Maybe Frieza was in Universe 9, or maybe Frieza was in the hyperbolic time chamber, right? Remember, the hyperbolic time chamber is separate from the space-time in the universe. So Frieza could have maybe found one of those, and maybe he was training, right? And maybe that's why, his Gas's power naturally didn't become more stronger than his. But but we do know Frieza was in another realm, right? He was not in Universe 7 when all the business with the Dragon Balls and becoming the strongest in the universe was going down. So Goku asks him, what's with this another realm? To which Frieza replies that he found a room on a planet he conquered where the flow of time was different from the outside world. Goku and Vegeta realize that he's talking about the room of spirit and time. So there's the explanation right there, right? There he is. So there it is. So Frieza found a room of spirit and time. Probably the one where Goku and Mirrors trained during the Moro arc. So imagine how that would have been. Imagine if while Goku and Vegeta or while Goku and Mirrors were training in the room in Spirit of Time for during the Morag, imagine if Frieza just walks in after finding the planet and be like, "Oh, you're here too." That would have been a funny ass confrontation. But there you go. There you go. But Frieza tells him that he trained for about 10 years in there. He also says that he obtained a new power up from his training to defeat the Saiyans. So basically Frieza spent 10 days of real time in there, which equivalent to 10 years. So dang, what kind of training was Frieza doing? We have to guess that Frieza was training by himself, right? Who the hell in the universe would train with Frieza? So Frieza spent 10 days, 10 Earth days, which equated to 10 years in the Room of Spirit of Time, which is a very, very long time, right? That's almost the entire Dragon Ball Super timeline. So Frieza spent 10 years training in there, and he says through all that training, he obtained a new power-up to defeat the Saiyans. So Frieza transforms into a new state that he calls Black Frieza. Black Frieza. So Frieza gets a new form. So now he has another form that is stronger than Golden Frieza. It's now Black Frieza. So it's like the same height as Golden Frieza in a way, but the colors are like black and white. And I'll show you guys what the form looks like here in a little bit. It looks clean. It looks clean. But it's kind of crazy, Frieza goes from his like silver and purple to Golden Frieza, and now his new form is like Black Frieza. So it's not Platinum Frieza or anything like that. It is just Black Frieza. I love it. So we have like Orange Piccolo, and now we have Black Frieza. The friggin' memes that are gonna come out, of this chapter are gonna be insane. When they started selling Black Frieza merch and everything, oh my gosh, man. The meme community is just gonna have a field day with this. So, both power up to their new forms and get ready. So Goku goes back into True Ultra Instinct. Vegeta goes back into Ultra Ego, but Frieza rushes them and knocks them both out of their forms with one punch. So Black Frieza, is now stronger than Goku and Vegeta. He's able to take out both of them with just one punch. So Frieza is now the greatest universe, or the greatest warrior, right, in Universe 7, without a shadow of a doubt. So absolutely insane. So wow. So, but you gotta give Frieza credit. He trained for 10 years. It was 10 years. That's a long time. Like I said, that's almost the entire Dragon Ball Super timeline. So, we know that after how much training Frieza did in Resurrection F, right? And basically, just by the small amount of time he trained in Resurrection F, he was able to surpass, Cell and Boo, and get that golden form. So imagine Frieza training for 10 years. So damn, with all that training, he is now stronger than Goku and Vegeta. So we know Frieza always had the potential to be the strongest in the universe, and now he actually has fulfilled that. He is now far and away the greatest the greatest warrior in Universe 7. That's crazy. Black Frieza, bro. Wow. Strongest warrior in Universe 7, Black Frieza. Oh my gosh. And Frieza says, I wasn't even here for you this time, so I leave you today. So Frieza just, comes on the planet, defeats Elec, defeats Gas, right? He kills both of them, takes Goku and Vegeta out with one punch, right? And then he just leaves. He's just like, yeah, I just came in to exert my dominance. I just came to show you guys that, yeah, I am the greatest warrior in the universe. He could have easily killed Goku and Vegeta here. He could have got his payback. Remember what Frieza said in Resurrection F. I will have my vengeance on you guys one day. Frieza could have just killed these guys, the two biggest nuisance to him, the guys who have embarrassed him and killed him multiple times. He could have easily killed them right here, right now, and he chooses not to. Frieza has freaking mercy on them. Freaking insane, bro. Insane. Funny ass stuff. So Frieza has mercy on Goku and Vegeta. He doesn't kill them, right? Um, and then Frieza calls his ship to leave the planet, right? So Frieza just leaves. He defeats Goku and Vegeta, all right, and kills Gas and Elec, and he just leaves, right? Um, Frieza informs about the vacancies of jobs in the kitchen staff and a waiter, and he tells Oil and Mackie to come with him, right? So Oil and Mackie, right? Their brothers are gone, right? Elec and Elec and Gas are dead. So Frieza just offers them jobs. He's just like, yeah, you guys can be waiters and kitchen staff on my ship. So now you're just kitchen staff. So Mackie and Oil, they don't die, but they're working for Frieza now as kitchen staff, which is absolutely hilarious. This is honestly one of the funniest chapters in the history of Dragon Ball Super. This is insane how funny just half this shit is. Oh my gosh. So Frieza leaves, right? He just leaves. Goku and Vegeta get up and they go find Granolah. But basically, Monito is alive, and basically it is revealed that Whis is on the planet. So Whis restores Monito's life. So we do know that Whis can bring people back from the dead. He can do that with his angel powers. Remember, he did that to Frieza after the Tournament of Power. So Whis brings Monito back to life. Whis tells him that he's there to get Goku and Vegeta, as Beerus doesn't know how to make a cup of yakisoba. So Beerus is hungry, so he calls for Goku and Vegeta to help him make some noodles, which is fucking hilarious. So Goku invites Granolah to come to Beerus' planet for training, but Granolah refuses as he has to collect the Dragon Balls to restore the planet to its former state. Monito says that he'll steal the Dragon Balls after using it this time. So the Dragon Balls are still on planet Cereal. So Granolah's going to fix the planet up from all the damage, because the planet did go through a lot since they've been fighting on it for the last 18 chapters. So basically Granolah has to restore the planet to its former state. And Monito says, all right, he'll seal the Dragon Balls so that they can no longer be used by anybody after this chapter, or after this is done, right? So Vegeta gives Granolah the Dragon Radar so he can find the Dragon Balls easily. Goku and Vegeta are about to leave. Monito stops Goku and gives him Bardock's Scouter. So Goku gets a nice little thing to remember his father from. He gets his father's Scouter, which is pretty damn cool. All right. I'm still on Team Goku, revive his parents, even though that probably would never happen. But I still think that's pretty damn cool. That Goku does get his father's Scouter. That's pretty awesome. All right. Granolah thanks Goku and Vegeta for all that they have done. Vegeta tells him to come fight him any day on Earth, to which Granolah replies he'll visit for sure, and he would win against Vegeta. So they tease for the future. Granolah could eventually come to Earth to fight Goku and Vegeta. Of course, classic, right? If you don't get killed, Goku and Vegeta want to fight you again. Classic, So basically, everything kind of wraps up. Whis takes off from the planet. Goku asks him if Frieza is the greatest warrior in the universe. And remember, because the Oracle Fish hinted at it at the beginning of the arc, Whis says he doesn't think so, but maybe somewhere in this universe, a stronger warrior has been born. Ooh. So Whis is saying he doesn't think it's Frieza that's the strongest warrior in the universe, right? Whis says that he believes someone else maybe was just born as the strongest warrior in the universe. So I don't know. Maybe Granolah has a kid out there with somebody. Maybe Granolah went on a bounty adventure and, found himself a sugar mama and he has a kid out there, for all we know. All right. Maybe the Heaters have kids out there. I don't know. Maybe Frieza has a kid. But it's implied here that it's not even Frieza. There's someone stronger than Frieza in Universe 7. That's the strongest warrior in the universe. But who knows? Who knows at this point? But still, the chapter ends with Goku, Vegeta, and Whis flying in the space, right? as Goku is all about ready to start intense training once they're all done with Kappa Soba. So they're gonna go back to Beerus' planet. They're gonna go have some noodles, and then they're gonna get right back to training. Classic Goku, classic Super. It never stops. The cycle never ends. You know, no matter who they're facing, Goku and Vegeta get right back to training at the end of every fucking arc. It's hilarious. You know, it's actually hilarious. Right? Everything wraps up here, and you know, your cliffhanger is Goku and Vegeta are going right back to training. You know, they're like it's like, all right, let's get right back to it. And it's kind of funny when you think about it. Goku, Vegeta, they didn't defeat anybody in this arc. It was Frieza that killed Elec and Gas. It was Granolah that defeated Gas. Goku and Vegeta, they got stronger, right? But they didn't defeat anybody really in this arc. Remember, this wasn't their story. This was Granola's story. Just by reading the summary, I think this is going to be an amazing chapter. I love the way this arc ends. You know, and I'm going to say this right now. This is my favorite arc of Dragon Ball Super. This is my favorite arc. I know some people don't like some of the stuff with Bardock and, you know, some of the other stuff, but I really did enjoy this arc. Me personally, I loved this arc. So definitely I cannot wait to see it animated. And I think this is a funny ass way to end things. Funny ass way to wrap everything up here. It's hilarious to be how they wrapped it up, but I have no problem with it. And I think this is a fun way to end the arc and set things up for the future. Now you have Frieza out there now Frieza's basically stronger than Goku and Vegeta right now, right? And then of course you have Granolah still out there as well. You have Broly out there, and you have maybe somebody else who could be stronger than all of these guys. So the future is looking very, very bright. Very, very bright. Right? So, you know, lots of cool stuff. So here we have the images real quick. We have Gas in his old state, right? Which I already showed you guys. Like I said, the details here are absolutely incredible. Just look how old and wrinkly Gas looks. And then we'll just go through these. So here we have Gas using telekinesis here to bump Goku and Vegeta's heads together. This is a pretty funny little panel. I like this. And just look at the detail. Like guy's a walking zombie. Like, ugh. So then we have Goku and Vegeta do land some attacks on Gas. So you can see Vegeta hits Gas with a kick that sends him flying in the air. And then, you know, Goku and Vegeta charge up another Kamehameha Galley gun, right? And you see, look at Gas's cheek. Like, it's completely just gone. You can see, like, just the bones now. So his body is legit just decomposing with all the damage he takes, but he has no care for that. And we can see Gas here hitting Goku and Vegeta with his feet. Imagine getting hit by those disgusting wrinkly feet. But then, here we have some more stuff right here. Look at old Gas. Like, what the hell? But here we have Frieza making his superhero arrival on Planet Cereal, right? He does the superhero landing like he's Captain America or Iron Man. So, Frieza is now officially on Planet Cereal. And you can see Frieza kills Gas just like that. He penetrates him, puts a hole directly through him. Look at that. Frieza's just brutal. And then you can see, look at, after Frieza just freaking penetrates the life out of Gas. Look at his body completely decomposes. Look at that. Like, completely shatters into a skeleton. It's like, look at his body like melts. Look at his hair melts and he just falls down. Look at, like, the detail here is incredible, but fucking look at Gas. He just turns into a pure skeleton. Holy moly. Like, I don't know. Like I said, when the anime adapts this, I don't know if they're going to be able to show half this stuff. Like, for real. I really don't know if they're going to be able to show this. But anyway, yeah. So here you have it. There's Gas. this complete mummy form, complete skeleton form, right? Frieza has, it's just loving this. And then to finish it all off, he's already dead, but freezes the steps on the remains of Gas's skull, and then it just shatters. And Gas is officially, he's dead. He's gone. Complete, like, what a brutal end. If you had not read any of this arc, and I just told you that this was Gas, if I showed you a picture of Gas at the beginning of the arc and show you this is how Gas ends up, brutal stuff. Little Gas from the beginning of this arc, and this is how he ends up. Frieza's just crushing him. Whoa, oh man. Of course, Frieza is enjoying this. I love the way Frieza looks. Like, Torotoro knows how to draw Frieza. Like, I love the way Frieza looks here. Elec is horrified, right? Then we see Frieza basically telling Elec, like, I knew all along what your plan was. I just let you, live, because you were of use to me, right? We see Elec, he tries to punch Frieza, but of course, like I said, Elec is not a fighter. And of course, with one quick ki blast, Elec is history. So Elec kills Gas and Elec just like that. All right. So then we see Elec talking, or not Elec, we see Frieza talking to Vegeta. Frieza explains that, this whole time he wasn't in the universe. So remember, Frieza was in the hyperbolic time chamber training the whole time for 10 years. So that's why Gas and Granola's power never surpassed him. But then we see Frieza, basically power up. Frieza says, I gain a new form to defeat you Saiyans, right? So we see Frieza, all confidence, right? He powers up, and here it is. Frieza's new form, Black Frieza. So it's black. You can see the black, and I'm going to guess that this is white, right? I'm going to guess that this is white. He's still the same height, right, as Golden Frieza. So he doesn't look any taller than when he's in his Golden Frieza form. But there you have it. Black Frieza. What a meme, man. What a meme. Who would have thought? Like, we saw Black Frieza in Dragon Ball FighterZ, but now it's officially a canon form. Like I said, oh my gosh. When they make merch, when they make like Black Frieza merch, bro, that's just gonna be fucking wild. That's gonna be wild, bro. That's gonna be wild. But yeah, there you have it, Black Frieza. So this is the form, the new power-up Frieza gained after training for 10 years in the hyperbolic time chamber. And, Goku and Vegeta power up. Vegeta goes Ultra Ego. Goku goes True Ultra Instinct. Frieza comes rushing at them. And he one-shots them. Absolutely just one-shots Goku and Vegeta, right? I did like that they explained that Frieza had trained for 10 years. So at least it makes sense that Frieza is more powerful than ever, So yeah, if you train for 10 years straight, you're going to gain an absurd amount of power, right? But still, this the image of him one-shotting Goku and Vegeta is something. So Frieza, like I said, Frieza doesn't kill them, but he does one-shot them, basically to show his dominance. Like, I'm now more powerful than you guys, because he was here more just to deal with Gas and Elec. So he spares Goku and Vegeta this time around, which is not in Frieza's nature, but okay, So after that, right, Monito comes back alive, and of course, because Whis restored Monito's life force, so you can see Goku and Vegeta like, huh? Whis, you're here now? But yes, so here's Whis, right? He brings Monito back to life. All right, and then we see Monito giving Goku Bardock's Scouter, right? So I love this. I love this image right here. So Goku gets his father's Scouter, something to remember his father by, right? And then, I just love the silhouette of Bardock in here. So Goku just seeing his father's face one last time out through the Scouter. Like I said, I'm still team. I want Bardock resurrected, but still, this is a really cool image. Really cool image. It's cool to see Goku holding his father's scouter like that. So then we have things wrapping up, right? Vegeta invites Granolah to Earth, if they want to fight again one time. And Granolah says, definitely, and I will defeat you this time. And Vegeta says, I'm looking forward to it. And then, of course, Whis takes Goku and Vegeta off the planet, right? And that is the end. So they're talking about, right, Frieza being the strongest in the universe, right? And all that. And that's how this arc ends. That's how the chapter ends. So with that, that is a wrap on the Granolah, the Survivor arc. Remember, we'll have the full chapter here on Friday. We'll go through the full chapter with all the HD glory. All right, I'm going to have a video coming out very soon where we're going to go through the entire Granolah arc from start to finish. I did it for the Mora arc, and I'm going to do it again. So if you guys want to read the entire Granolah arc in one long video, that will be coming very, very soon. All right, so be on the lookout for that. But other than that, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a long spoiler video. We talked about a lot, but with this being the final chapter of the arc, it makes kind of sense that a lot would take place. So, yeah, there you have it. There you have it. That's the end of the Granolah, the Survivor arc. So, Gas and Elec are dead. Granolah and Monito are alive. Granolah's lifespan has not been restored yet, but like I said, they can retcon that at any time if they want to. And yes, Frieza is now the strongest warrior in Universe 7 as of right now, right? Frieza with his new black Frieza form is stronger than Goku and Vegeta, but of course, Goku and Vegeta will catch up. They always do. They'll catch up. And it's funny, remember, in Dragon Ball Super Broly, Frieza says it was a horrible choice to let Frieza come back. It was a horrible choice. They should have took him out again when they had the chance. Because if you thought Frieza was just gonna stand by and let Goku and Vegeta continue to outshine him, like, no, that was dumb. And Frieza has showed in this chapter that no, I'm not done. I'm far from done. So Frieza now with his new form at the moment is stronger than Goku and Vegeta's, and it will be interesting to see going forward. Will another battle take place between Goku and Vegeta and Frieza? Are we getting a Resurrection F Part 2? Is that what the next arc is going to be? I don't know, but still, I'm just thinking about it. Right, Goku with Ultra Instinct, Vegeta with Ultra Ego, Piccolo with his new form, the Orange Piccolo form. We have Beast Gohan. Now we have Frieza with a new form, a black form, right? Now we have Broly still out there. I would not be surprised if they're setting up for some kind of another like tournament or another war arc or something like that. With everybody, seems like every major character in Dragon Ball Super is getting a new form, right? A new power up. So I would not be surprised if that's where we're heading, right? It seems like everybody getting new forms. There's going to be tons of new Dragon Ball merch for people to get now with all these new forms. I would not be surprised if that's where we're heading, if we're heading towards potentially a war arc or something like that. But definitely, this is not the end with Frieza. Frieza now with this new form is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with, right? He's now on par, if not stronger, than Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta. So Goku and Vegeta, they'll have to catch up, which, they will. They always do. And it'll be interesting to see where this goes. Will Frieza be the antagonist of the next arc, or will they go a completely different direction? But still, man, so much happened here. And like I said, it is awesome. It is awesome to see Frieza make an appearance here. It is pretty damn awesome. Frieza reasserts himself as why he is the best villain in Dragon Ball history, right? There's really like no conversation. You can have your favorites, but I think we can all agree Frieza is the number one villain of all time in Dragon Ball. He's the evilest of them all. But yeah, so Black Frieza is a thing. We'll have to see where this goes. Like, we have no idea where the next Dragon Ball Super arc is gonna be. We don't know if there'll be a time skip. We don't know they're gonna go the end of Z with Oob. We'll just have to wait to find out. But we'll have the full manga chapter here on Friday. I will make a video on that like I always do. I have tons of discussion videos to make now with all these new developments. And then yeah, we won't have a manga chapter next month. No Dragon Ball Super manga chapter next month. October is when we'll get chapter 88 and the start of a new arc, which should be exciting. So many possibilities, so many different directions that they can go. But let me know what you guys think of the spoilers. Like I said, we'll have the full the full chapter on Friday. But let me know what you guys think of these spoilers, man. I know this was a long video. Thank you guys if you watched till the end. But Black Frieza, Black Frieza. Wow. Wow. That's all I can really say. Wow, Black Frieza. But that's about all I got for you guys for today, man. Wow. Well, that's all I can say is wow. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, guys. Peace.